Hello everyone and welcome to the KMTRADERS channel's daily analysis, the 2nd of January, second day of 2020. Hopefully everything is going okay and on your way to your new goals. So kicking off tomorrow on Friday, we have some US dollar volatility, so some manufacturing PMI news and some FOMC news as well later towards the end of the day on Friday. And that is really it regarding US dollar and the news to watch out for tomorrow. So as obviously we look at some of the pairs that do contain US dollar, it will have an impact on the pairs that we look at on this channel. Like I said, this is all part of this documentation and the strategy sort of thing. So kicking off with USD JPY. GBP USD. We can see that we've had that push to the upside and now we're continuing down to the downside. Now this is what I was saying about waiting for the retest, as it's always important. As we can see, we've had a pullback. Now if you did go straight in for the buy here to early anticipate it without having to wait for the bullish sentiment candle, then you would have lost out on this trade. As you can see, obviously we've been falling ever since the morning, so this is always important why I always strategize the next entry point is that you do find the bullish sentiment if we are buying or the bearish sentiment if we are selling. Now as we are closing and made a closure to the downside, what I will be looking now is this scenario here where we pull back up into this area, back into this red zone here, and then wait for further bearish continuation to the downside. That's if we find that sentimental candle. Right now we can see we're finding some support on one of our EMAs. Now it depends if it's able to pull back into this area and if we can further push down, or if we close back up and potentially find another buying opportunity. Moving on to Euro USD. We can see that we have the same sort of situation here, but with Euro falling of the Euro against the US dollar, and now we are essentially doing the same thing as the pound, waiting for that pullback into this area before we essentially push down. Now, some things to obviously note for tomorrow. Obviously, US dollar will play effect on all of these pairs that we look at. So pay attention to the timing. So that first initial volatility move, the PMI news, is at 3 PM UK time. So you have most of your days to get your trades in until then. So USD JPY, we can see that we had that closure to the downside and we wanted to see how it anticipated this reversal zone here. And as you can see, we've found some very big bullish pressure. So we have some buying power here. Now we're clearly seeing some support here, some buying pressure to the upside. Depending now what happens, we have to see if we find some bullish sentiment, or if we are able to close below and make a retest of this zone before we kick down lower. Not sure if this will happen in this week, but perhaps the next few weeks to come. And finally, with gold, we can see that we had pushed up today further, unfortunately missing our entry or retest of our zone, so this could actually fly now to reach further highs. I'm anticipating to see if it can reach into 15.33, so within this area here, and we'll see how it anticipates for tomorrow. I'll go ahead and just draw that in for you now though. So essentially it's this, what we are looking at here, overextended. So we are waiting for this area here, so to be precise, and what we are looking at is a 1535 to 1531. So expect a situation here if we can get into the zone, if we find some rejection, or if we find a push at the upside, closure within the pullback, and then the bullish sentiment to the upside. So that would be the buying opportunity essentially, and this would be the selling opportunity. So that will be all for the daily analysis. Hopefully this helped. We are producing these daily videos as well. These are dedicated towards learning this strategy, so if you're wanted to start trading properly, try and understand this strategy. Is quite simple, straightforward. We go through it every day, and maybe perhaps apply it to other charts and other pairs as they are key here. So yeah, so that'll be all. If you haven't done so already, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, and that'll be all. So thank you very much for listening, and we'll see you tomorrow.